having a small YouTube channel. Weird, but not so weird that it matters that it's weird. You never know, like, who watches the videos, but you see that it was only 3 people or 3 views, so you're never like, oh, it would be, like, weird. You know, you're never like, oh, somebody I know probably saw this. You're never like, you know, it's been like that for, like, years. You're never like, oh, someone I know probably saw that. You're never like, oh, somebody who I know and haven't talked to in a while probably saw that. You're never like, somebody definitely watched this. Maybe I accidentally, like, clicked on the video, like, 3 times myself. And no one saw it, you know? Once it has likes, you know somebody's seen it. But, like, it never does, you know? Well, that's how it feels. So, so when you get a random call from somebody or a random text from somebody, you can pretty much rule out the idea that, like, they saw your video. Because I post so often that it doesn't make sense that anybody would have watched more than one of my videos in their lifetime. That's how it feels. And I don't really know. I think the people who I've met before just don't like me for no reason. But they don't like me, and maybe to themselves they have a reason. Because they're not, like, watching my videos. So, if you've met me before, I know that you don't like me, and I know that it's for no reason, but you think you have a reason. That's not the point. So if you get, like, a random call from, like, a manager from, like, a job from a long time ago, you know it's not because you're, like, famous on YouTube, because you actually get 3 views. And you have 1,000 subscribers, but you never really get more than 3 views at a time. You don't get, like, 1,000 views, you know? It would have to be hundreds of thousands or millions for it to, like, make me think that that person sees the video, because I would just assume it's other people. Random people who have never met me, never thought of me. They just see it, they click on it because, oh, that looks cool, let's see what that is. Okay? That's sort of, like, how that would feel. You know? Why today did I just randomly get, I didn't answer, but I got, like, a call from, like, one of the past managers I've had at a job? Why did I get, maybe somebody, I'm like, oh, like, did you, like, I didn't say anything, but I was like, oh, like, I didn't answer, but, like, in my brain, I was like, oh, like, you probably, like, accidentally dialed me. No, this isn't somebody I've talked to in months. Like, since I left the job. That's not someone I've, like, talked to since I've left the job. So, that not being somebody I've talked to since I left the job, like, makes it weird. Right? Like, maybe he accidentally dialed me while scrolling through to make sure to dial somebody else from months and months and months ago. Was it intentional? Was it an accident? It was weird because I currently don't have a job, so I'm like, imagine how easily I could text and be like, hey, can I have my old job back? But do I want my old job? I don't think I want my old job. Because it doesn't feel like the direction I'm currently going in, but how do you guys decide something like that? I don't think, I almost kind of feel like when you leave a job, you can't go back. Why? I don't know, because didn't you, like, kind of upgrade out of it? So if you're not literally dying if you don't go back, like, why would you go back? Like, I feel like I learned all that Sam's Club had to teach me, which was not a whole lot. I just started making music. I started putting out songs. But it didn't have, like, I was just giving out samples. There was not a whole lot to learn. Well, I made, like, orange juice, like, one time. And lemonade, like, one time or something, whatever. Limeade, like, one time or something. There wasn't anything to really learn beyond that for me. I was just there getting money, which is cool, but now that I am unemployed, I could probably get money any, like, job that I get. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I have options. I don't know what options. I have to see what jobs are near me, and like there's never like fun jobs near me. But like, yeah. But if somebody accidentally reaches out or randomly reaches out, if it's an accident, that means he was scrolling and scrolling and scrolling trying to find somebody else that he hasn't talked to in months and months and months. And that's the kind of accident it was, that it just happened to be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't have associations with humanity, let alone a specific member of humanity. Like, if somebody reaches out, I'm like, are you sure me? Like, it's not like somebody talked to you yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But what are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds that I would not have a job, need a job, and have him call me, but also I don't want to answer. I don't want to call back, because and be like, hey. Like, imagine it would be like, I'd be like, he'd be like, hello? I'd be like, hello? Like, why are you calling me? He would probably be like, accidentally dialed you. I'd be like, okay, how did you accidentally do it? Because it's been months and months and months. And then it would be some weird answer, maybe. No offense, but like, how do you think it would go? I feel like I'm offending people, if I'm just honest. Because like, how would it go? I've never had a manager somewhere know anything about me. I've never had a manager at my job know anything about me. Which sounds mean, but I've never had like a manager at a job know anything about me. Like, they know what they find out at the interview, which is like nothing, just my resume or whatever. Any past jobs I had. They meet me. I've never had a manager at a job like know me. I don't think I've had a manager at a job know I've made like YouTube videos. If they found that in any capacity, they found that their own self. Searched for it. Searched for it themselves. I've never like sat down and been like, look at this. Like, not because I don't like validation, but because that feels like weird validation, where then they're gonna think, oh, well, I, like, male or female, not like that, but like, or maybe to them, but you know what I mean? Like, they're gonna be like, oh, well, you never would have showed me this if it isn't supposed to like lead to something. Not like me having followers, but like lead to something relating to them, right? Because they're like, oh, now you've like upgraded the relationship between us. So now you never would have showed me that if it isn't supposed to like further upgrade with the new information being involved. Like, I am not a further the relationship between us type person if I do not know you like that. Like, and I don't plan to know people. I guess I don't think I set out to know people. I haven't really had coworkers know anything about me, like, pretty much ever. Like, I really am like, if that ever happened, it was like one time. Like, I hate my laugh. I sound like I have dementia when I'm laughing. Like, I sound like I don't remember what a laugh is supposed to sound like, and I'm just doing it. I actually sound like I have like dementia when I laugh. Like, it's not my favorite thing about me. Not like laughing like that, but like when I'm like, ah! Like, it makes me sound like I have like a dementia, and I don't remember if I'm not a giraffe. It's pretty bad. So, yeah, I'm just really not oh, you're my coworker, like, here's my phone number type person. And you know what's weird? I think I had multiple jobs till I even knew it was possible to like pick up a shift for somebody, or like ask somebody if they wanted a shift or whatever. I didn't know it was even possible, because I was never like, oh, let me get your phone number, we're coworkers. If I said, okay, here's how people think they're close to me which is why I shut that down. I feel like if I walked up to any coworker and I'm like, if I decided to be like, oh, like you're my coworker, like let me just get your number really quick, whatever. I feel like they would be like, yeah, do you do like anal? I'd be like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be like, that was not what this is about. Like, I don't know why this is going that way. Like, that's not what I'm trying to talk to you about at all. Like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, what? I was not gonna, like, do that. You know? I feel like coworkers think that they, like, own you as an extension of the business that they don't own, but they work at. Let alone your fucking manager. What are they gonna put you in, like, weird handcuffs or something? Like, I feel like your manager, if your manager somewhere is like, oh, let's, like, go get, like, some rice from the freezer or something, I feel like they're gonna try to put you in, like, fuzzy handcuffs or something. You're gonna be like, I would rather kill myself. I don't know you. And not only not knowing you, I would just rather kill myself than, like, have some kind of experience with you right now. Like, what? That's how I feel about managers in general and coworkers in general. So it really probably was my third or fourth job when I even found out, and I worked at my first two jobs for like over a year each. So I think it was probably like my third or fourth job when I even found out for the first time you can like trade shift with somebody. Because I was gonna have you at like an arm's length distance anyway, because you were gonna do everything possible to like surpass that and like climb over the barricade between us that is so imaginary. But like the claws were gonna come out for you trying to like fight for like my attention in some weird ways. So I really always was like, you're all the way over there. I don't even want to have that conversation on like a first date. I'm gonna be like, I didn't bring a gun. Like, what? Like, what? No, actually, for real. I'm gonna be like, no, it would be like date number 4. I'm like, I didn't bring a gun. Why are you trying to talk to me like, like I should have thought of that, you know? Like, what? Just, I'm not very much of a nice to meet you, I'm gonna be the most comfortable person you've ever met with you type person. Like, I'm not trying to be the type of person who's like, you were my manager 4 years ago, I'm gonna call you. You know, even if it was like 4 months or 10 months or 12 months, I'm like, I've never had a personal conversation that wasn't just about like my shift tomorrow. And I wasn't going to. Not even for like money, you know? Like, no, you know what? No amount of money would get you to have that kind of conversation with somebody if you'd rather kill yourself than have that conversation with them, because that already sort of like surpasses all amounts of money. I was gonna say it like trumps all forms of money, but then I was like, oh, ew, that's like the president. Nobody likes him. So, yeah. But that's how I feel like people try to like crawl over the barricade to get to me at jobs, which is why I avoid everybody, because nobody's worth that. But like, actually though, why are people, you know what I mean, nobody's worth that. Like, so many people try to do that and they're not worth it. That's how it feels. So, but I don't even know what blessings whoever he was really trying to get to needs. Only because it must have been an equal amount of time since he talked to them, right? Well, not that he can't have personal relationships with people he worked with, actually. That's probably something a normal person does. I think there's like a power imbalance when somebody is like a manager, though. But that makes me sound like I think there's like something wrong with him. I don't know him, good or bad. So, not my business how it sounds or comes across then, I guess. But why try to reach out to me? I don't have anything. But yeah, it made me think about like, should I just ask for my old job back? And then I don't know. I really feel like I would just be repeating levels at that point if I go back to the same environment for no reason. On to the next job, even though they all feel the same still. But it might as well at least be a company I've never worked for. That's how I kind of look at jobs. It might as well be a company I've never worked for.